Bernard, thanks for these inspiring thoughts and highlighting the challenges but also the opportunities that lie ahead of us. This, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the opening ceremony. So I want to thank again the representative of the Italian minister for the continued support that EFSA is receiving from your government. At this moment, we then start the first plenary session, and I'd like to invite the co-chairs. Dr. Earl is going to be one of them, and the other two co-chairs, as well as the four speakers, to join the panel here.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for joining us here on the stage. Now, in a different role as one of the chairs for the first plenary session, I would like to welcome you once again, but also the participants that join our conference via the web stream, the live web stream. So welcome also to the remotely connected people, I hope all over the world, for our first plenary session, which runs under the title, What Does the Future Hold for Assessment Sciences? The objective of this plenary session is to reflect on general developments that affect the conduct of the assessment science work. The themes that are discussed here provide a basis for further discussions in the subsequent breakout sessions. This session reflects on the role of scientific advice for policy development in the context of societal decision-making. But first of all, I would like to introduce themselves, my co-chairs, Professor Ángeles Rodríguez Peña from the Spanish National Research Council and Michael Scannell from the Food and Veterinary Office of the European Community, of the European Commission, to be really precise, in Grange in Ireland. Please, could you introduce yourself?
Okay, a brief words. I don't think I am important in this conference. I am a former scientist, but now working more in science management. So I still have a group in Spain at the Spanish National Research Council, but most of my time are now devoted to policy and science management at the European level as a president of a very old program which is called Cooperation in Science and Technology in Europe, started in more than 30 years ago. I'm very interested in this conference and particularly in the focus of the conference, so I hope that you have suggested not only the flower blossoms, but actually we can rely on the blossom of this flower forever, because the flower is very short-lived thing. So not only the beauty, but let's hope that the outcomes of this conference can really make a change and a difference and impact in the short future. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernard. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Scannell. I'm from the European Commission. I'm the director of the Food and Veterinary Office. When we speak of the trinity of risk analysis, risk assessment, risk management, risk communication, the role of the Food and Veterinary Office is very much in the risk management domain. We're responsible for carrying out audits and inspections in member states and in third countries to ensure that controls are properly implemented and that food is safe. We can only do that job effectively if the relevant legislation is soundly based and basically supported by a very good risk assessment. So it's very important for us that EFSA does a very, very good job. Earlier in my career, I was present at what Bernard referred to earlier, the various food safety crises that essentially gave birth to EFSA. So I witnessed its conception, the delivery of the baby, and now I think you're in a healthy adult state. And I will be reporting back to my hierarchy on the outcome of this conference. The European Commission itself is reflecting intensively on the role of innovation, science, and how these impact on societal concerns, of which food safety is a very, very important concern. So I'm really looking forward to this conference and to let's say, a good set of conclusions that allow us to really bring home to European citizens just how seriously we take their concerns in this area. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now it's time, I think, to go to the speakers. I will briefly name the speakers because they will be introduced then by us, the chairs. I do this in the chronological order of their appearance. I would like to welcome very much Professor Sheila Yazanov from the John F. Kennedy School of Government from the Harvard University in the United States. Thanks for being with us. I would like to welcome Professor Andrew Sterling from the Sussex Energy Group, University of Sussex, United Kingdom. I would like to welcome Dr. Nigel Walker from the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, NIH, from the United States. And last but not least, Sir Mark Walbert from the Government Office for Science from the United Kingdom. Thanks for joining us. We are looking forward to your contributions, and if it's fine with you,